the 40-day once again comes back into play. That's not very, the levels are not very far away. They're all about 1.5% out. The first trades, 22, 267, 268, 76. Let's say that's a start. We're about 27 points lower. That's more like it. The Sensex is down about 142 points. We're at about 73,370. So this is what is coming through. The Nifty Bank starts about 1/3% higher, 180 points up. 48,200 is on the Nifty Bank. Mid-cap index is absolutely flat. We got 50,000 roughly round number on the mid-cap index. Small caps will come up on your screen as well. Yesterday, about 1/3 or 0.5% gain on the mid and small cap part of the market is what we had. Yes.
Okay, well, I'd say the clear focus is Muthoot and Manappuram, and this strict warning from the RBI that's really hurting on cash dispersals when it comes to gold loans. And remember, Ritu was telling us this is actually pretty wide preference. The limit is 20,000 rupees. Can't give loans beyond 20,000 rupees in cash, but it seems that it's a bit of a market-wide practice. Anyway, sharp reactions, 9% on Muthoot Finance and about 8% on Manappuram Finance. Piramal has started on the lower side of the screen as well, 5.5% down on Piramal. There's also the merger with the housing finance company that's going to play out over there. The other reactions on the downside include Sula. Sula's down about 4%. It was sort of a subdued quarter, nothing exceptional or extraordinary really. On the upside, Bank of Baroda getting a bit of a lift up thanks to the restrictions on Bob World and the onboarding of customers being lifted. SKF is a very positive result reaction. Kirloskar Oil and SKF, two strong result reactions, and BSE started a little flat, but now it's picking up. There was always that question on whether you buy the dip on BSE or whether you let it go after a massive rally. For now, it seems that investors are looking to buy the dip, but otherwise quiet on the mid-cap screen. Right?
Well, that's right. ESAF, Small Finance Bank, that one's down close to around 7%, so intense selling pressure out there. JSW Energy yesterday came off the high of the day. Today it's bounced back. It's up close to around 3.5%, so good move out there. BEL as well is higher in trade in today's trading session, so pretty good going out there. The gold finances, yesterday in the final hour of trade, they did see a downtick. And today as well, they have pulled back. So let's see whether or not you see some kind of bottom fishing. For the time being, in just 2 sessions, these stocks have lost more than 10%. Stocks on the upside, though, you have TVS Motors. Valuation-wise, it's expensive. Just around 5 years ago or so, they were doing only 6% margin. Now they're doing 11% and they're holding at that 11%. And with the surge that we're seeing in margins, you also have market share that they've gained across segments. Scooters, motorcycles, all across the board is where they've gained market share. Hindustan Aeronautics, there was a note coming in from Nomura. I think they have highlighted the opportunity in the defense space. That stock is opened with a gain of around 2%, and Delta Corp as well up 2%. For the time being, a flattish start. The casualty this morning is L&T from the Nifty pack. The street a little bit skittish on those numbers as well as the guidance. So that stock is down close to around 5.5%. But X of L&T actually, we would have been well in the green in today's trading session. Prashant.
That's the thing, Nigel. Today, it looks like these single stock earnings reaction, right? That's on the negative side. So even as we were saying in the morning that maybe after what's happened over the last couple of days, we start to look for a bounce somewhere. But there are these sort of earnings-related hits which are coming through. A few other names. I think Bank of Baroda, you guys mentioned, it's the biggest volume-led gainer. I think now number two biggest volume-led gainer right now. 3% on Bank of Baroda. There's news there, of course. And Hero MotoCorp is now the number one volume-led gainer. It's up 2.7%, big one. I think there was a Nomura note on defense companies. So HAL is up about 2%, BEL is up about 2.25%, and a few others as well. What else? TVS Motor we mentioned. JSW Energy is up about 3.5%. SKF India is up about 10%. SKF India is, sort of zooming a higher. Kirloskar Oil is up 9%, 11.24 on that one right now. Adani Power is up about 3.5%. Sonata Software had a big cut post earnings yesterday. That's seeing a bit of a bounce, but nothing very large. Car Trade is having a good week so far, and that continues to do very, very well. So that's the overall picture as far as individual stocks are concerned. And of course, there is lots of stuff which is down. We mentioned most of it. REC is starting tentative, down 0.75%, but stocks recovered 5% after some comments on the con call. And both the gold finance companies have recovered about 2% odd from the day's low, but they're down about 6.5%, 7% or so as things stand right now. BHEL is down about 1.25% as well. That's the That's the overall sort of sense of things. Surabhi.
Just wanted to point out, Prashant, that there's one clear sectoral trend early in the morning, and that's auto. Let's see if it lasts or not. But every single large cap auto stock on the Nifty is right up there. Nothing else is really moving in the market on the upside. But autos all the way. Hero is 3.5%. Bajaj Auto, M&M, Maruti, Tata Motors. It's an across-the-board rally. Not sure what it is. Summer driving? Sorry, let me not get to that. Back to you, Prashant.
Well, absolutely. Stocks, and that's a sector which has done so well, right, over the last 1.5 years.